I did sit down and explain to her that I've always felt like a woman on the inside and that I would still love her, just wouldn't be a daddy anymore, that I would be a mommy.
Why would you do that to her?
I think that would make more sense to her when she sees me the way that I am now.
No.
I might be wrong, but I don't know. This is all so new.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. You are wrong. You are wrong. Right? No, respectfully. Bro, do you look at yourself? You're a grown man, right? You fathered children. You had no gender dysphoria when you were getting your wife pregnant. You still got a beard on your face, and you're wearing a filter. I just saw that, right? Somehow, you've convinced yourself, and you're coming on a panel full of women trying to say that you are what we are. Am I hearing this correctly?
Yes.
So you think you are what I am?
In my mind.
Then I would need you to define for me what is a woman. You say you are one, you need to tell me what that is. Because if you're a woman, then I don't know what I am.
Well, can we take it one question at a time?
Yes, what is a woman?
You're echoing.
Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead, what is a woman?
It is somebody that is the nature of a woman.
What does that mean? What's a woman?
In my opinion, it is a nurturing, loving, more of the, in my opinion, there is two genders. That's the way that I feel. There is the manly type.
I need you to stick with what Envy asked you. Define woman so we can move forward in our conversation.
Someone who is of the female nature.
So an adult human female.
Yes.
So does that exclude males?
No.
Can you elaborate?
In my brain, I am a female. Okay, physically you're looking at a male on the outside. I understand where you're coming from. There's no way that you could know what a woman is.
That's not true. We know
Okay.
what women are. Women are just female adult human beings. That's it.
Right.
Men like males cannot be that.
Okay.
So we could easily define women because we know what they are, because we are that, right? You can't include males in that definition. Especially that sorry, Envy, go ahead.
I don't know. I can drop and try and come back for the echoing. Right, so you said you feel female inside, right? So you've agreed that a woman is an adult human female, but you feel female inside. Do you know what a female is?
Yes.
Okay, what is a female?
Envy, you got it
I
down.
already answered that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. What's a female?
I told you what my feeling on that is. I've said it 3 times.
No, you said woman.
I said someone that is of the nature of a woman.
What's a female, though?
That what I just said is the only definition that I can give you.
So somebody that's of the nature of a woman?
Someone who is female natured.
Can you be a little bit more specific? It's like me saying a tree is a tree because it's a tree. So can you just specify like what that is? I mean, Envy could do it. I could do it.
I just have one quick question too to add to that. So Jamie, do you feel like you're a woman because you're like channeling your feminine side? Because to me it kind of sounds like you're putting woman and female into like women are nurturing, women are mothers, women like, you know, feminine things, and men are sort of like the stereotypical things that you're saying. It kind of sounds like to me you're just more feminine and not really trans. Does that make sense?
I can understand that.
So when Christy and Envy ask, like, what is a woman? What does it feel like? What does it mean to be a woman and a female? Like, instead of just saying, you know, I feel like a woman, so I'm a woman. Like, we don't understand what that means. So when we ask, like, what is a woman or what is a female, what is that? Can you define those things?
I want to be a mother, not a father. I have never felt comfortable doing anything that would be considered masculine. I hate sports. I don't like hunting. I don't like any of, you know, some people disagree with that, but all the things that would be more masculine things, I do not agree with, or I personally do not like. It's very hard for me to just put a definition on it.
So how do you feel like on the inside? Because again, those are more stereotypical things. Like,
Yes, I
women like
understand
to bake, women like to raise their, women are more nurturing, women, you know, wear makeup, like those things. But like to the core, what does that feel like to you? Not
It
just the
feels
things
like-
that you like.
It feels like I've been living a lie my whole life, that being a man is not me on the interior, that when I was presenting myself as a male, that I was lying to everybody outward. I don't know how else to put it.
So I'm going to say this with, you know, the nicest way I can. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but for me, if you've known all of these things about yourself, right? You say that you've known this since you were 7, and then you married a woman knowing this about yourself,
Yeah.
and then you raised your children knowing
Yeah.
this about yourself, and
Yeah.
then you flipped everybody's world upside down. Do you feel that that's selfish? I mean,
Yes.
you basically married your wife. She thought she was marrying somebody else.
Yeah.
And now her whole world has been flipped upside down, and it was done on a live stream.
I feel horrible about it.
And I don't think that it's right that you tell your littlest that you want to be mommy instead of daddy. I think that that's extremely traumatic, and it's not fair to your child. And again, it seems like you're looking at these things more like women like this and men like this, instead of like internally. Like, if somebody asks me what it feels like to be a woman, I just am. Like, that's something that a male can never be. A male can never be a female. Does that make any sense?
It does, but if that's the case, then I wouldn't know what I am.
I think that's what we're trying to understand. You know, like how,
And my daughter is very happy. I've been great to her entire life. We are like best friends. She means everything in the world to me, so I would not want to do anything dramatic towards her. But from my perception of her reaction, she seems very happy about it to me.
The thing is that she's 7.
Yeah.
So she's in what, 2nd grade?
Yep.
So she can't possibly understand what's going on with this. Okay, she can't understand. She thinks it's cute. Her dad's wearing makeup. I mean, that's probably the extent of where she is. You know, it's, oh, my daddy gets, you know, to wear makeup and I could do my daddy's makeup. That's, she doesn't understand she doesn't have the mental capacity to sit here and comprehend that you're doing this because it's something that you want to do for yourself. I want to ask you something, like, and I've done multiple interviews like this, and my question for you is, like, when did we put our needs in front of our children's needs? When did we do that as parents? As parents, it's our responsibility. Just hear me out for a second. If you disagree, I'm more than happy to listen. When did we put our own needs before the needs of our children? So I'm going to give you an example. If I was trans and I had children, I would go to the grave being however I was feeling internally. I would take that to the grave with me because I wouldn't want to disappoint my children. I wouldn't want to hurt them. I wouldn't want to harm them, and I wouldn't want to confuse them, and I wouldn't want to make them embarrassed of me as their mom. I just noticed with this ideology, nobody really seems to care about how their children feel. Why is that? Why is your needs prioritized over the needs of your 4 children?
Well, first of all, I wanted to answer the question that Envy asked, which was, why do you have a beard?
Okay.
And that was just because I rushed here and didn't have time to shave, so that's not on purpose. I would rather have been on here closer to the time that I was asked than to spend more time shaving. There was something else she asked that I wanted to answer, but
Envy, you remember what you asked?
there was like 3 or 4 questions.